Hello everybody, welcome back to SnowRunner, my hard mode playthrough. We are in Taiga, Russian Federation, in the Zimnegorsk garage at the moment, which we unlocked in the last episode. And before heading out to do stuff for this episode, I just wanted to talk about something quick. So, I recovered the Dan last episode. And I was a bit confused because I knew I had a van body add-on in stock because I know that it previously caused me some concern or confusion rather about when you unequip it, it gives you an error message, which I now know means that you lose any repair parts and spare wheels that are in that van body add-on when you hand it in. So you have to resupply it before you can use it if you take it off the truck and then add it back onto a different truck, you have to go to a resupply zone. But I knew I had one, and there it is. I'm not going to fit it, although I might end up doing that at some point. Not fitting it. I'm also not going to buy a maintenance frame add-on, which I also mentioned in the last episode, because it just doesn't have enough repair parts. So although it's useful to have 2,000 fuel, that's more fuel than most recoveries need, and it doesn't have enough repair points to fix the sort of stuff that's out there. So, but the main thing is, I do have in stock a van body add-on, and if you look at the shape of it, it's a flat surface over the wheels, and it would fit quite happily on the Azov. It would also fit. So I've got the maintenance add-on, van body add-on version that is specific to the Crocodile. Again, it stores 500 repair points, but only 2 wheels, which is a little bit of a bummer. It's not enough to fix the step, for example. There's 1 wheel underneath the chassis, so I've got a total of 3 wheels on this truck, and it needs 6 to fix the step. So like 2 trips if you want to fix it entirely in place. But I've got that one. The Taiga could take that van body add-on that's in stock. And if I hit a resupply zone, 800 repair points, 6 wheels, that would go and fix the step quite happily, and that might end up being something I do in this episode. But the thing that was confusing me in the last episode is I've recovered this Dan truck, and when I was looking at it, van body add-on, I don't have one in stock that fits this truck. And when you look at the shape of it, it's got like a wheel arch over the top of these 2 wheels. So basically, I don't know how many variants of van body add-on, but the main thing is that they don't all fit. And this is the same size as the other one that would go on the Azov. It's 800 repair points and 6 wheels. So I'm not going to buy it, but because this truck is in the garage with no add-ons, I thought, why don't I just use this to do the rescue? But no. But it's a bit confusing as to why there would be a different model, because it doesn't look like it's physically bigger. Yes, it's got the wheel arches, but apart from that, it's the same capacity. So a little bit like the fact that in Alaska, I found that the medium logging add-on isn't the same for all trucks. I had to buy one for the Azov, for the Paystar, even though I had one in stock that fits other trucks. Not all add-ons fit all trucks, which is a little bit strange. Especially when they're the same size. I kind of get it. Obviously, I get it for the Crocodile because it's a physically smaller truck with a customized, specific to this truck add-on, and that's fine. But yeah, just thought I'd talk about that real quick. And then in terms of what I want to do in this episode, I want to fix there's a couple of things that are on my to-do list. One of which is to do the bridge repair. It's full dark, unfortunately, so we'll have to put up with that. I'm going to take this trailer back into the quarry, into the lights on, blimey, they're bright. I can't get concrete slabs anywhere except the quarry map, and I have to drive down into the quarry. So I'm going to take this trailer back with me, go into the quarry and grab 2 concrete slabs to then come back into Zimnogorsk, drive down to the factory area and fix the bridge just to help my mobility between the 2 sides of this Zimnogorsk map. That's the first thing I want to do. Then I probably want to use the Taiga to do the geology research in Zimnogorsk, and then depending on time, maybe pop into the rift and grab the 2 remaining watchtowers, and that'll be like scouting complete, and then it's a case of working through the tasks and contracts. Fuel is good. So we went into the quarry in a previous episode and got 2 of these concrete slabs to get that garage operational that we've just come out from. And now that we've confirmed that warehouse doesn't have any ability to load concrete slabs, we come back here and get them from here. Just make sure I know where I've got to turn off. Probably because it worked okay coming out across here, across that little bit of grass and down, around and in this way to the loading zone. Yeah, I think that'll work. Some interesting comments on a recent video about I've said that I fancy getting a boron grad, and yeah, it seems like it's maybe equivalent to the Taiga, a bit more modern but a bit more engaging to drive, and you know, it's a Taiga always on diff lock, always on all-wheel drive is convenient, easy, if anything maybe too easy, and it's in keeping with why I started hard mode in the first place, is that I did find the base game too easy, and I deliberately avoided when I started hard mode in Michigan, coming off to Russia and getting a bunch of big super capable Russian trucks like one of the Azovs, 8-wheel drive Azovs. You can get it at level 2 if you work out how to get the money together for it, which you can generally do by selling things. It's not too hard to get that money together. You can get it at level 2, and if you do that, it just makes Michigan really easy. So yeah, I do agree with that sentiment of the comments around it's really easy to over trivialize the game if you just get all the big trucks, which is really why I haven't done an expedition off to get the Zix 605 yet, because that's another step up in terms of easy mode play. Right, let's just not mess this up. I do like this truck for that 4-slot cargo capability. This is really effective, really nice to drive. Got the trailer. And then concrete slab on the loading platform. Crane. Right. Quite a heavy cargo. We've now got the most powerful engine that this has available fitted. So I think this is the first delivery we've done with that bigger engine. So it'll be interesting to see if it feels any different with such a heavy cargo on board. We're going to drive out the same route we came in, basically. Oh, clipped the rock there in the dark I didn't see. Bit of damage to my suspension. Big boulder there that I've got myself bellied out on a little bit. Yeah, not a bad route. This truck does make it easy. Right, Zimnogorsk. I'm okay for fuel for a minute. That's a bit awkward, isn't it? Because I want to go that way. Which means I've got to back it up, turn it round. The gateway's on the wrong side of the path that I want to go down. But basically I want to bring... I think I'm going to just come down this path. And in to the road delivery here. Yeah, so I'm going to turn it round. Might be easier to just swing into the garage to turn it around, get some fuel while I'm there. Yeah, alright, I'm going to do that. There's not a lot of fuel left in that carrier actually. I might not even be able to fill up. So at some point, if I work out that this fuel carrier does have to be delivered somewhere, I'll have to put some fuel in it from something else. But because I think I'm already down below the 10% level on it. But as it's easier to turn around by coming in here anyway, I might as well grab some fuel while I'm here. So refuel, yeah, it's only 98. So that fuel carrier is now empty. But as far as I'm aware, well, I know it's not mine in terms of the map doesn't tell me it's mine. So there's got to be a task for it. So here's an interesting thing. That fuel carrier is empty. If I deleted it, is this an exploit? If I deleted that fuel carrier, if it let me, it might not let me, but if it lets me delete that fuel carrier, and then it subsequently does turn out that it is needed for a task, could I restart that task and cause it to respawn? And if so, would it respawn full of fuel? And is that an exploit? Well, obviously, if it worked, it would be an exploit. But is that a thing people do? I was thinking about it the other evening. I know you can delete trailers, and I know that there's a warning there that if you delete a quest trailer, you'll have to restart the task to get it to respawn. But if you respawn a quest fuel trailer, does it respawn with a full load of fuel again? Just wondered. It's not a thing I want to do because it would feel a little bit cheesy to me. It would feel that's an exploit too far for my tastes, personally. But yeah, I wondered how the game mechanic works for that. Quite sticky stuff on this trail, so it's going, but it's fairly slow progress. I wonder if it's got the power to get into high and stay there. I'll just let it get a little bit of momentum here. Now it's got the big engine in. Will it stay in high? It's good atmospherics, isn't it? The way, the difference between a sunny day and a rainy, misty, drizzly day. And the way the visibility is hampered by that rain and mist is really good. Right, we're past the worst of it. almost on the road at the factory. And then if I remember rightly, once this road is fixed, there's also some metal beams to collect on the other side at the factory, and probably just to bring back this side, fairly short delivery. Or maybe back all the way back the way we've just come. Okay, cool. So, if I remember rightly, there is then a metal delivery task here where you pick up 2 lots of metal from that factory and deliver them back to this warehouse. Now, so the route I came in on then, is that a good route, or would it be better to go up here across this trail and in from the other side? I think it's kind of swings and roundabouts. I don't think there's a lot of difference in the 2 trails. There's no main road option. What you really want is for this to be fixed from there over to there, because there's no, I don't see an easy way across that ravine with that washed out bridge. There's no easy way across this. I've never been there in a scout. I've looked at it from sort of different angles from below and above, but I'm pretty sure there's no task there unless there's a contract for it. For now, I think I'd rather stick to my plan, which was to do the triangulation. So, jumping into the Taiga. What's its fuel situation like? Full, so that's good. And do this geological research. There are 3 points to reach, one of which is over here, one of which is down on this island, and the other of which is next to this lighthouse. So I think I'd like to do that one next, leave the Azov where it is for now, and do a little bit of running around in the Taiga to get that, because then I can put the Taiga back in the garage, take the geological seismic add-on off, and just tick that task off as done, research finished. And I'll think about some of this logistics. I don't want to get distracted. I want to finish the exploration stage and then think about the logistics and the correct order to do things separately, because that means I can take this add-on off. So that's what we're going to do first. We're going to come out across here and up here, so roughly this location for the research. Oh, careless. Right, let's get over to the west side of the map. So roughly over here somewhere, if I'm right. $37 heading towards it. Still 36 meters, so it must be either to my left or to my right. Let's try in there. It's worse, so it's got to be behind me. Yeah, so the number's going down. There we go. 7. Done. Engine on. So the next one is down here, out on this little spit of land. So that's an interesting little wading job, and we'll try and get that upgrade on the way past and see what this sawmill's all about. It's a loading platform presumably, but it might need logs delivering to enable it or something. And we've never got down and seen and tagged that sawmill task. So out this way, follow this south. But about there, think about going off-road to get the sawmill upgrade. Not sure what it is. Let's get her done. So I've got 3 trucks retained with fuel add-ons. And so far, I don't think I'll need any of them in Taiga. So I probably overdid it with collecting fuel, because I've got the Paystar with the large fuel add-on, the 5600 TS Paystar with the large add-on. I think 2800 litres, and then I've got that's retained in Alaska. I've got the Cat with its fuel add-on, and that's definitely one that will be useful going forward, because that's good for sort of fuel rescues in bad areas, because it's such a capable off-road truck. And then I've also got the Fleet Star, my original truck, retained in Michigan with a full 1800 fuel add-on. And so far, it isn't feeling like I'm going to need that in Taiga. So I'm hoping that that'll become worth that investment for later maps, where fuel gets even harder. So this is the sawmill. Right, okay, so this is where I thought I could maybe think about going off-road up through there. Although that's a lot more gnarly than it looks from the map, so definitely, so not quite there. Through there maybe? To get that upgrade. Map was a bit misleading then in terms of where these trees are. So what is this? Oh, raised suspension. Always like a raised suspension. Oh, and it's for the step. Okay. Yeah, potentially useful. I think one review I watched described the step as being the Taiga's little brother, which is an interesting idea. Right, now we go into the sawmill, see what's involved in the tasks. In this task. See what's involved in the task inside the sawmill. So it's not offering a loading option yet, so I am assuming this needs logs to bring into it. Check out this task, sawmill. Access to location, yeah, so this task will enable so 2 metal beams, 1 oversized cargo. So metal beam, easy, get that from here. And I also now know that I can get an oversized cargo up here. But that's a 4-slot item. So I need one of the semi-trailers brought in for that. Interesting. I've got to explore these routes a bit more and make absolutely sure there's no way to fix that bridge, because that would make it easy. But the metal beams are easy. It's just, yeah. Probably time to put the low saddle back on the Azov. Or maybe once this research is done, low saddle plus loading crane on this Taiga. And leave the Azov as it is. Track the correct task. I'll need to be coming down here. That one. Yeah, so that's me within 150 meters. Tractor in there, so that makes me think. So if it hadn't been mid-April rather than 1st of April, I would have thought that maybe Mr. Tribe Called Cars was doing an April Fool's on us. But the speculation seems to be that Phase 8, so Phase 7 is on public test server now. I've done nothing with it, but it is mostly seems to be racing and time trial based, which is not my favourite part of this game anyway. But the rumours around Phase 8 are that it's farming based and that there are add-ons that let you plough fields, which is a bit weird to add that to this game. It's not, like Farming Simulator already does that, and I find it hard to believe that this game, that's a horrible bit of, look at how fast that water's going. I'm a little bit nervous now. Yeah, adding farming and ploughing fields and planting crops type of activities to this game feels a bit weird to me. There's no way it's going to do it as well as Farming Simulator, because Farming Simulator is a specialist farming game. See, did you see how fast that water was pushing me sideways there? If you're not on your toes, you're going to get washed out into that river. That's an interesting little area. Yeah, so speculation that phase 8 is based on farming, I find that quite weird. And like I say, if it had been April the 1st, I would have assumed that Ben from Tribe Called Cars was trying to troll us all, because it makes no sense. To me, anyway. It's a fairly icky location, isn't it? But there we are. So that's that location done. Engine off. And then the next one, so basically back out to the road. Follow the road along to here. And it looks like the next one is on the beach next to the lighthouse, roughly there. So back out through that bit of terrain without hopefully getting washed down into this lake or whatever this is. This little bay. And of course it's coming into dark as well. Lovely jubbly. Trying to turn it around safely here. Aim high, aim up river to try and give myself as much time as possible, because this water is going to push me to my left and I need to get far enough across to grab one of those trees on the other side before I get washed out to sea. No. Right. Phew. That was a little bit hair-raising. Not out of it yet. I'm being washed downstream. I've got to get past this rock. So I'm being basically pushed onto that boulder. Right, I think I'm safe enough to release. Get it off the side and see if I can get myself moving right a bit. That was a little bit hair raising. I thought I screwed that up then. interesting, different bit of content. That's what I like about this game so far, is that there's different types of challenges on the maps as you progress. So from Michigan through to dealing with ice and snow in Alaska, through to unlocking buildings before you can use them, and challenges like this with the different terrain and the different types of ledges that you've got to creep past and all that kind of thing. I do like the way they've added variety to the maps. There we go. Get out of that sticky stuff. If you went in there in too small a truck, you would be washed away. I'm pretty sure the crocodile would have just been washed downstream then and had to be recovered because it was drowned. And I'm equally sure that the big Azov probably would have gone across that a lot more safely because of just the mass of the vehicle would have helped, I think. Right, I've got a red tank's fuel warning come up. How low am I? 63 litres. Yeah, so that's a bit dodgy. So the bigger engine... It's been fairly slow going terrain though. Quite a lot of it has been muddy, sticky stuff, but yeah, that bigger engine might be a expensive option. Down here somewhere. I am 19 meters. I'm going to guess it's more this way. Nope, that's 20. That's taking me further away, so maybe more towards the lighthouse. Yeah. Right. Geological research finished. Promising career as a surveyor if driving doesn't work out. That's always good to have options. So I'm pretty desperate for fuel now. 51. I definitely don't have enough to get back to the garage, and I don't have a fuel trailer on this map. So I do need to bring in more fuel. Yeah, I don't think there are any more tasks that require the geoscanner, unless there's some in Rift. So maybe that's what I should do, is jump into Rift, into this Tatterin, and, although it's night time, explore Rift, grab the other 2 watchtowers, finish the episode, because then that would be basically scouting complete. So I feel that I should be able to come down this way, join this road, probably come this way, There's a couple of bits of water there to worry about, but probably look at... Oh, there's a maintenance trailer there. It could be useful. That looks like a maintenance trailer. And try and get up to this watchtower. Although it's night time, and scouting is not the best thing to do in night time, I think it's the most useful thing for me to do right now. Just feels good to get the scouting phase finished and done. And then I'll understand what Rift needs and whether or not I can take some fuel, because there's a couple of scout fuel carriers on this map. Whether I can just take one of them out and drop it off in Zimnogorsk. And I was talking earlier on about how I've got retained, maybe that's what I'll do. I've got retained fuel that I haven't used yet. Maybe I will bring one of those trucks to this map and deploy it in the Zimnogorsk garage. Give me some fuel capacity. And then if I ended up with spare fuel again from other maps here, consolidate it back to Zimnogorsk, reload that thing, and then all it's really cost me then is the 3,500 deployment cost. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I'll have a think about it and take stock of all the fuel that I've currently got. But maybe that's the play, is that I'll use one of those 3 fuel bunkers that are retained and in storage. I'll take to Zimnogorsk. Not a very illuminating cutscene, but let's have a look at the map. That's probably more important. So that's a fuel carrier, 100% full. That's another upgrade. This is the loaf that we've got to repair and recover. Scout flatbed. That's a 2-slot scout flatbed. Nice. Lumberyard. And then covering all fronts. What's this one? Don't know. And a scrapyard where you can get metal beams. See, the trouble is that trailer might have to be taken. I'm not going to do it now, but that might have to be taken back to that covering all fronts. But I'll leave that trailer where it is. Push on. I'll just expose the map this way and take this trail around into here. Grab that upgrade, grab some fuel. See if there are any other things of interest within view. Okay. I want to get to the other watchtower in this episode, really. So get cracking. Remind myself of what this needs. 450 repair points. I've only got 150 repair points on me, so unless there was a resupply zone somewhere near, I'm not going to take the points off the Tatooine because there's no point. Upgrade, fuel, keep moving. Well, that's a big fuel carrier. I thought it was a scout one, but that looks like a big trailer. Even better. So, engine upgrade, for the Russian scouts, the Yar or the Marshal and Sentinel. Boing. And then this is a lot of fuel. Is this one mine? Fuel carrier trailer. So that suggests that that one is mine. Nice. Right, what's my route out? I want to get that covering all fronts, but I want to get to the watchtower more importantly. I think down here, I'll probably move that fuel carrier trailer a bit. Go past the scrapyard just to make sure there's no tasks. Like, because it's slightly outside maybe the area. No, it's not. Yeah, just to make sure there's nothing there of interest. And then this road down to this other watchtower. Refuel. Should I move this now? I can't attach it. All I can do is tow rope it. I think I'll leave it as it is. I think I'll just push on with the scouting. So the 2 slot, but I can't attach to trailers with a Tatterin. So I really need to think about a scout that I would use to do deliveries with, if I can put trailers on it and tow big things around. So what's the biggest scout that can also attach trailers to do deliveries? Don't know. Need to have a think about that. Maybe I do want to, like I'm thinking maybe I know I haven't got it yet, but the Ford F what is it? 570 is it? Because if I could come in here with a scout, there's a 2-slot scout trailer, and I could do deliveries on this map using a scout rather than having to come in with something bigger. Because I honestly don't much fancy trying to wiggle my way past that tiny little ledge in either the Azov or the Taiga. Right, I may as well see what this task is while I'm driving past. Finders keepers. Oh, does that mean that we get to all keep it? That's one of the Zix trucks, isn't it? Finders keepers. Accept it. Track it. It doesn't say that it's a reward on that page. It needs 451 repair points, which again I don't have. And it says, so one of our men spotted a lone truck just by the lake. If you could fix it up, we could really put it to good use. Well, that's not finders keepers, is it? They're saying they found it. If I fix it, they keep it. That's not my definition of finders keepers, mate. How do I get to this? Probably bully my way through those trees, I think. I think that's funny, that definition of finders keepers. landslide mapping and in with the new. Discovered. So, small scout flatbed. In with the new. Oh, there is a resupply zone point here. Let's go and have a look. Got a fair bit done today. Don't feel too bad about the episode. It's always quite bitty doing this sort of stuff. 7,000. That's a fairly good supply. In with the new. Start tracking it. Look on the map. What's it involved? Okay, so it's got to deliver 4 batches of cement to these 4 houses, all in the same kind of village area. And there's a 1-slot scout trailer here, but I can't attach it with the Tatterin, and I can't load it when I haven't got a trailer. But anyway, I can load cement here, but I do need to bring in a truck with a crane. And yeah, I can see that fuel carrier now. So there's two big fuel carriers. I don't know if this one's full. Let's have a look. So this is covering all fronts. Station on the hill is a main priority in this area. Equip a small fuel depot next to it. Retrieve a fuel tank and bring it to the base station. So access to a location. And that is to find a fuel trailer here, but it's the one that's right next to me. And deliver it where? So that's delivering it to that hill. So that looks like that's got nothing to do with... I'm glad I didn't drag it back the other way. That's got nothing to do with this maintenance trailer. But that maintenance trailer isn't mine, so that must be contract related. Or another task that I haven't quite found yet. And then finally, where it says resupply zone, does that mean spare parts resupply or just cement onto a loading platform? Just cement onto a loading platform. So I can't resupply my service parts at this resupply point, because I guess resupply point, resupply zone are different. Maybe. Alright, okay, fair enough. Well, I did say finally, but I didn't quite mean it. Because the only other thing to do is, while I'm right next to it, is this fuel trailer full? Because if it is, before I can deliver it, I need to work out draining 1,800 litres out. It is full. You can tell that from the fact that it went slightly green when I got into the V menu. So that is fairly good progress and long enough for the episode. Yeah, quite a lot to do on this map actually. More to do on this map than there is in Zimnogorsk from what I can tell. But I definitely need to be in here in a big truck. So that's for a future episode, maybe the next episode. I'm not sure. I might look at focusing on Zimnogorsk, getting Zimnogorsk finished, and then backtrack out from Zimnogorsk, and then do Rift, Drownedlands. But I think that is scouting complete, so I think that's a fairly good place to leave it. So I'm going to wrap the episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully see you in the next one. But in the meantime, thank you very much and goodbye.